So, after the recent delay of Gotham Knights, I started thinking about all the content that they could still be working on, and I started thinking about all the possible villains that could be in the game. So, of course, since you saw the title, I came up with a list of the top 5 villains that I think could potentially add a lot to this game. So, with that being said, let's just get right into this. The first villain I'd want to see in this game isn't even really a villain, but I still think he'd be a good fit in this game with an antagonistic role, and that is Jacob Kane. Now, you may be wondering, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Well, Jacob Kane is the father of Kate Kane's Batwoman and the brother of Martha Wayne. I think having him involved in the story can be beneficial in two ways. The first, obviously, being that you could introduce Kate Kane's Batwoman. Also, Jacob Kane could serve as the head of the colony, which is a military force tasked with protecting Gotham in the comics. The colony could serve as a new and interesting group of goons to fight in Gotham rather than just regular criminals, because it said in the trailer that GCPD doesn't trust the Knights, so what if whoever is in charge at GCPD brings in Jacob Kane and his colony to take down the Knights? I think it would make for an intense open world as you'd be on the run from criminals, an elite military force, and maybe even the police, because I doubt we'll be beating up just cops and criminals in this game. The next villain I'd want to see in the game is Bane. Now, this may seem like a lazy choice on the surface, but hear me out. Bane is a character that has fought all of the Bat family. Not only is he intelligent, but of course he has formidable strength and has proven to be an equal match to the Bat family. So I think it'd be really smart and easy to have a boss battle of the Bat family taking on Bane, as I think he'd prove to be much more of a challenge for them, illustrating how the team is struggling without Batman in the story. Maybe they have to resort to something extreme, like Red Hood takes Venom to take down Bane or something like that, which I think would make for a sick ass boss battle. Next up on the list is David Kane's Orphan, who, of course, is the father of Cassandra Cain. He was featured in Batman and Robin Eternal, which is a primarily Bat family story, so having him as a boss battle or a minor antagonist can work to set up a lot of things. Since he's a member of the League of Assassins, you could use him to set up another villain from the League, and of course, having David Kane's Orphan in the story could also be a way to introduce Cassandra Cain as possibly a playable character. I just think he'd be a new and welcome addition to this game, as I wouldn't want to see this game recycling too many villains from the Arkham games. Now, like I said, Orphan could set up another League member in that of Talia al Ghul, not Raish. You could still have Raish in there, or maybe a hint at him, but I think Talia is a much more important character to have in the story. I could see Talia having an antagonistic role in this game, as she'd probably be upset with the Bat family for letting Batman die her love. Maybe she even sees the team as not good enough and thinks Damian would be better suited to protect Gotham. That way, you could also obviously introduce Damian as a playable character. Talia could also be a way to establish Red Hood's backstory in this game without focusing too much on the Joker and Batman side of things. Now, the last villain on this list is an absolute no-brainer. Like, seriously, if I didn't have a brain, I would still think about this guy, and that's Deathstroke. He's easily the most well-known out of any of Nightwing's villains, or any of the Bat family villains, barring Batman. Like, seriously, if he's not in the game, I'm gonna fucking riot, bro. Not only did he have an awesome boss fight in Origins and a weak ass boss fight in Night, but the fact that Nightwing will be one of the main characters makes me also want to see Ravager with Deathstroke. I know that's kind of cheating, but combat wise, they're the same character. I just really think it'd be cool to fight Deathstroke and Ravager at the same time. Introducing Deathstroke's daughter could also be used to explore the history between Nightwing and Deathstroke. you can maybe even have two converging storylines because the developers said that you'll be finding clues to progress the story. So, the mystery of the two Deathstroke seems like a really good idea to me. But obviously, I'm biased because I came up with it. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this list in the comments. And of course, be sure to let me know who your top 5 villains are for this game. We got a long road ahead of us before this game comes out, so why not subscribe for future videos and discussions on this game, as I'd love to hear some of your feedback from you. But yeah, motherfuckers, that's all from me. Make sure to give this video a like if you're feeling good, and have a good one.